So Albus, Kestrel, Wolf. I'm not gonna make you guys roll for stuff, but suffice to say, you are able to find some food. I mean, if you'd like, you can roll, but it's not you don't have the downtime activity.
Why not? It's kind of.
I'm pretty sure you guys did it the night before, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is.
It's a whole new day.
It's a whole new day.
It's a whole new day. We want to do a rest activity already.
Can we roll to see like how much we find?
Sure. Yes.
All
And what kind of stuff are you looking for?
Yeah. Well, I'm sticking with my brother. In fact, I'm incredibly hesitant to leave his side ever.
Okay.
So I'm gonna stick next to him like glue.
Okay.
And help him with his hunt. So.
Okay. Well, since you guys are not allowed to hunt people's livestock,
or people,
the number of things that you can hunt is a little bit slimmer. But suffice to say, there are definitely enough like small hares. Like that is not hard to find. There's a number of them.
Like a deer or something.
Here in the plains.
Deer go in plains sometimes. I got lots of plains and deer in Washington.
They do, but they're like in the immediate area where there was just like a small little outcropping of wood trees. There are no deer. If there were deer, they left when there was a giant elemental battle like an hour ago.
Okay.
They haven't come back yet?
So they haven't come back yet.
Damn.
But
it means there's probably eggs around because all the birds got scared away.
Actually, yes. If you guys go rooting around for eggs,
that's true.
Shit. Sharp, you're helping too, right? Because what are you doing?
No, she's sitting by the fire.
Oh,
she's poking the fire.
Every time I grab a chip, I'm poking the fire.
Okay.
So there are rabbits. You can find eggs. You can. About the biggest thing you might be able to find is like some boars that are just rooting around and some stuff like that.
That's what I was gonna say. Because in a game I played. Anyway.
What kind of dice do you want me to roll?
Insight for some tracking, and dex because you gotta lay low to the ground, and you gotta be stealthy.
Dex.
It's a good thing one of those is my better stat. The other one's my worst. Doubles.
Yeah.
Doubles, but they're 2.
Fabula point.
Well.
Fabula point.
Fabula point.
Fabula point.
Fabula point.
Are you also gonna do one, Peter? Re-roll the 1.
Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll the 1.
Yes, 2 more points. Because we're bad.
Was it
points down to 0. Rolls. Press button.
Wow.
You got the 1 again.
Well,
I got a 1 again. Cool.
Okay. That sucks.
you're not doing a very good job foraging.
Damn. I'm mostly because I'm so focused on making sure that Wolf doesn't run off and try and kill something he's not supposed to.
Since it's not an attack and your fury doesn't proc, right?
Well, it doesn't proc because I'm not even in that form anyway. I need
Yeah,
to be in
that's
my
true.
beast form.
So while you guys are sort of scrounging around doing your best, but you're not the most successful, Wolf does manage to easily run down and kill like 3 wild boars. Essentially, there's like a little family of them, and he kills all of them.
Did I get in the way, or did I help any?
He could have gotten.
I mean,
more.
you rolled.
Ended up on an
That's
8.
tough.
It's to see. The baseline success is a 7, so I'd say she didn't at least get in the way.
Yeah, and like you did roll doubles, even though it's not. You definitely didn't get in the way. But it was sort of a like you spooked them, and then they went to like run for it, and then he sort of just came in with the steel chair essentially, and killed them.
Using that whirlwind move,
Yeah, he has both of his axes, and he's just like boom boom kills one, and the other one's running for it, and he just whoosh just like chucks the axe, and it just hits the other one. Yeah, they're out.
Yeah, I got my wooden sword out. I'm ready to go.
Yeah. So you have 3 wild boar that you can bring back, which Wolf he's just like, there it is. We have the meat, we have the food. This is good.
Yeah.
Good
yes.
hunt.
Yes.
Good.
Food.
Those are things you can kill. Good.
And so yeah, he hands he throws like one over one shoulder, one over the other shoulder. I don't know. He kind of expects either Kestrel or Albus to grab the other one.
I guess I could try.
Yeah, you just like
You got it.
Yeah.
You're big and strong.
Yeah. Well, I'm stronger than I look, actually.
You are.
Yeah.
okay.
Sure. I'm just waddling with the boar. Can't see anything because it's in my face.
Peter, if you were looking for like, what were you looking for? Because I don't think you were trying to look for the.
I was gathering. They were doing the hunting. I was doing the gathering. So I was looking for berries. I was looking for maybe honey in some place or.
Okay.
Gathering eggs.
Okay, those are easier to catch than a family of wild boars. So yes, you are able to find those.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
You do get attacked by bees and birds,
I get attacked
but
by bees, though.
you still find them.
Not the bees.
Not the bees.
Not the bees.
Not the breeze. Oh, they're in my eyes.
So you do manage to find some eggs. There were actually some nests that had been left.
Okay.
And you do find some honey. It's not like a ton. It's not like a huge beehive or anything.
Okay.
But there is some. You do manage to find some, and there are berries. There are.
Nothing. Sorry, I'm just thinking to myself.
Okay. Yeah, there's a number of berries. They are. I would say they don't look particularly rough, despite this being sort of like kind of a rough, untamed kind of outcropping of woods out here in the Palace Plains. A number of the berries that you find are not necessarily in the outcropping. There's some smaller bushes and some other ones that are growing in other parts. And they're pretty full. They're pretty they're like a very kind of bright red. They look quite good actually. But I guess were you looking for anything in particular, or like
that should be it. I got the rest of the ingredients. I have an idea in my head of what I'm gonna make.
Okay. But yeah. So you guys all managed to gather all of your things. Kestrel's a little overburdened. Yeah. So she's
waddling with the boar.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Her speed's been reduced, but she's walking back. And Wolf is chatting with you as he goes. He goes, when was the last time we did a hunt together, Kestrel? It feels like ages.
I don't know. How long was I gone anyway?
And he thinks before he just sort of says, too long, little sister. Too long. But it is good. We are here. We're hunting.
We are. Yes. Was I more help this time than I was when I was younger?
And he goes, you were, although you may be a bit out of practice. I can see that you have been working on other skills.
Oh, yes. I could show you. They were teaching me about reading, which is like they contain thoughts inside of like tree remains. And it's very interesting because then you can just read all of the thoughts whenever you want to. I can't read yet. Oh, and they're teaching me about fighting with a sword. Steve is very good with a sword. He's an elder like Ursir, So very wise master, but old,
So
old.
He does kind of stop at one point, like as you mention this, and he goes, you mean the one whose sword I shattered?
Yeah. Well, who says he is as good as you? I didn't say that. But he is good. He's very wise. Yeah.
And it isn't a look of like he's proud of it. He means there's a look of like concern. He goes, I may need to apologize for that.
Oh, you apologize?
And he goes, if he is teaching you these things, he does need a sword, does he not?
Oh. That's fair. Also, kind of hard for him to fight all the other things if he doesn't have a sword. And I get really concerned there, like, oops, is Steve okay? Oops, I forgot about him.
I do not wish to. He is protecting you. He did protect you.
Some. I've also gotten okay a bit.
And he does give you a bit of a wry smile, and he goes, I would say more than okay. You held your own, little sister.
Thank you. I'm no warrior like you, but...
Oh, you could have fooled me.
It's, you know, I'm getting there. Certainly things I could learn from you still, now that I'm older.
And he goes, yes, much to learn. And he keeps walking.
We keep walking. Okay, we're back at camp. Hi.
We're back at camp now. Hello.
Oh,
we're here.
Hello. Hi.
Hello, yeah.
The fire has been maintained.
good job. Roll a check.
No.
All right, fine.
Did the fire spread or did you keep it?
The whole force is on
I
fire.
burned down the whole fire.
Too much stoking.
All the tents are on fire, and you're like, I made it bigger.
Shit.
The force name, Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Wow.
Too soon. We apologize to everybody.
Yes.
So I'm gonna deposit my boar like on the ground with like an
Okay.
unceremonious hump, you know, like kind of like thump, and I'm like, okay, now we can eat.
And Wolf just grabs one of the like boar's legs and just rips it clean off.
Oh, jeez.
And he goes to like hand it to whoever's nearest, essentially. Yeah.
Okay.
Albus, you should probably stop this madness.
Take that.
Well, it depends on who he handed it to. Did he hand it to me or did he hand it to somebody else?
Sure, he hands it to you.
Okay. While I appreciate the gesture, that's not how we're gonna do this.
And he kind of looks at the boar leg he's got, and he goes, yes, I apologize. I do not know the ways of brunch.
Well, I'll show you. So which leg did he rip off the boar? It's kind of
The
important.
back right leg.
All right, that sucks.
Why does it matter?
Because we have to hang the boars and gut them and skin them.
You can hang it from one leg.
We can hang it from one leg, but it might fall backwards.
Whatever.
So
Just
at
get a
least
little
the
bit
other
more
two.
rope and go around the neck or something. I don't know.
At least the other two. So I'm gonna hang both the boars. I'm gonna clean them,
Okay.
gut them, skin them off. I'm assuming what is Wolf watching me do this?
He is.
Okay.
He does even compliment you at one point. He goes, "Your mastery of the blade is quite good. I see where you have gotten some of your skills here."
There's a connection between fighting and cooking in a way that requires finesse.
And he nods. He's just, I want to say like enraptured, but this isn't like, at first he heard that you were just gonna like conjure like food or whatever. He didn't know what he was doing what that was. But now you're over here like dismembering and like gutting these things like slowly and methodically. And this is a kind of magic he could get behind. He could understand this. So he's kind of watching very meticulously. Yeah. This is interesting.
This is his training session to become a gourmand.
Mm-hmm.
This is much as a science as it is an art. When preparing food, you have to balance things properly to make them taste the way you want to.
Like a blade, a weapon in your hand, you mean?
Yes, in essence. They're one and the same.
So you skin them, yes, and then
We need to skin them to get better access to the meat that's underneath. The skin can be used for other purposes.
and he nods and he goes, "Yes, of course. Strong hides, or good armor."
Good armor and good clothing. But also, we could use a lot of the materials, the bones. We can use every part of the animal. It's better to not let it all go to waste.
And he nods. He goes, "I agree. And he goes, "Well, I don't know if he would describe this. Do you appease the spirits as well?"
I appease multiple spirits, both in warrior and in gourmet.
He nods. He watches. He's not gonna say a whole lot. Right now, he's watching you do this cooking thing. So
I'm going to, as I'm in the middle of doing the second boar, I'm going to flip the knife around and I'm going to hand it to him and ask him if he wants to try.
Oh, he'll try.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. I'm gonna do like a dex.
Wolf,
Prob-
the man covered in animal skins and bones. Let's see how he does.
I mean, he could certainly
He's
take
probably
something
used to
apart.
just ripping things apart instead of
Oh.
actually like meticulously cutting the membranes.
Yeah.
Like he can certainly cut things accurately.
Okay.
But you are asking him to do it in a very particular way.
Yes.
So let's go with insight and dex then.
Then a Fabula
I
point.
don't know.
yeah, it's very fabulous
Or is this an
wolf.
Ultima point?
Yeah, I was going to say this.
No, it's
Oh
not
my
all.
God.
Do you want to roll to assist him?
Yes. What do you want me to roll?
Do like do an insight and a dex as you
Insight
yourself.
dex.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
3 and an 8. Yeah.
Well, he had rolled a 12, so with your +1, that makes it
Okay.
13.
Nice.
So
Cool.
yeah, he does a very stand-up job. He picks up on it
Nice.
pretty quick,
Voice.
You are a natural at this.
and he likes the compliment, but he doesn't say anything.
I think you'll like the way this is going to go. This is something that you seem inherently skilled at.
And it would not be the first time that I have taken apart a beast. Although your methods are different, I can see the method behind them.
But your warrior prowess is something to be admired. During our battle, it's something that I couldn't fathom sometimes. How were you able to control your axes?
And he goes, "Well, the axes are my weapons, but they are an extension of the spirit of the behemoth that they come from. I have communed with him. I bested him and beseeched him for his aid, and he assists me in taking down my enemies."
You use the spirits to help you in combat?
And he nods. He goes, "Of course, they are part of the beast, the whole. Nothing should go to waste, as you say. If they can be of service, if they wish to be, why would you not use them?"
I've always felt them with me during combat, and I've felt them during great conflicts, but I've never been able to harness their energy or their presence. I wish to learn more about this.
He goes, "Well, as much as I know, I have learned much from our great-grandfather Ursir. Kestrel spent much time with him. She seems to have grown in her knowledge of self. I am not one for all of the spiritual ways, communion and searching for others. These are things that I know well, but beyond that, the deep parts of the spirit groves, these are not things that I am skilled in. Not in the same way as some of the others, but I could tell you what I know, although..." And he kind of looks to Kestrel and he goes, "You may wish to ask Kestrel. She may know more than even I at this point."
Can help. Yeah.
Or are you with us?
Yeah, I'm right here. I'm watching this process, but
Okay.
like I don't really feel the point. I don't really know what I mean, I've considered getting up and looking for Steve, but you know, you guys are having your moment, right?
Yeah, exactly. Alba's turning up the
Yeah.
Riz.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
Wolf.
looking at
You
my
make
brother.
everything
What do you
horny.
want?
I don't know
Oh
why.
no, dude, you're like in love with this guy. I was feeling the same.
Everybody
Yeah.
that I have a battle with, you guys think I'm horny for.
No, I don't think you're horny. I think you're.
I just admire warriors.
Yeah,
It's-
It's
you're
just hot.
You're
Who I am.
innately charming, is what it is.
Yeah. Put on the campfire.
Yeah.
I got the campfire going.
horny people.
Like,
Anyways,
yeah, could thank the spirit for its life, for example, and the spirit may be more amenable to assisting you, or you know, if the spirit is an animal with a warrior's drive, then sometimes besting them in combat will you know, make them feel like they should help you. Wolf, all his skulls, those are all of his friends that he's made when he's bested these curiosity beasts. He's helped free the spirits. And I start kind of pointing to the skulls, and I'm like, that one was a fox, and that one is the spirit of a bird. I think it was a crow. And that one is that one was a bear. The one on his shoulder I'm pointing at.
okay.
Yes. And they're all his friends now.
And he nods, and he does say, "They have been with me for some time. Yes, it is important that we, in the Grove, we arm ourselves. You know, it is a dangerous place. The whole world is, of course. I am sure there are many dangers out here that I do not know. But you must have as strong a pack, as strong a weapon as you can. You understand. You are a warrior.
I understand. So must you have something physical to conjure them to help you and aid you? Must I have a skull with me?
And he kind of seems a little perplexed by the question. He goes, "I do not know if this is the only way. It is the way that I was taught to do it. It is important that you honor who they were. Memory, connection. There is a word for it. Memento, I think. It is important. Something to hold them to you, and you to them. You understand, like string or rope."
I understand. Could you demonstrate? Could you do that with this boar?
And he goes, I suppose I could reach out to it, yes, but it is just a boar. I am not going to. And he kind of pats the meat in front of him, and he goes, "I do not mean to disrespect these creatures here, but they are not worthy adversaries in the same way that many of these other creatures were, or that they suffered at the hands of curiosity. They assist me the way that they do because I freed them from the touch of curiosity. It does things to them. It is not a good way to live. So when I free them, they agree to help. It is different, you see. Maybe I do not explain it well."
Kestrel, could you show me this way of freeing?
I could try. I never thought to collect my own friends. We've just been traveling in cities and stuff, but I could try to show you, but we would want to find something that we weren't going to eat.
On our next opportunity, I think we could find something.
would be happy to show you. As if you can understand, some can't see the spirits. Did you see them when we fought? Or
I don't
no?
remember if I did or not.
Did he?
No, he wasn't there, right?
No,
'Cause
I was
think
there.
It was just me and Sharp who could actually see the spirits before
Oh.
he willed them into existence
I
during
believe-
the beast form fight.
Yes, I
Okay.
don't think if I had described it differently, then I don't think I intended to. But yes, I do believe at the start of the battle, it was just Sharp and Kestrel that could see them, and then
Okay.
as they attacked you guys, they sort
Then
of
we could see 'em.
manifested, and you could see them. Yes.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. So no, I could not see them.
Oh, some you have to have some kind of connection with it. I am capable of seeing and feeling the spirits because I have trained, yes, to speak and commune with them with my grandfather, but also the grove and my kin spirit, my second soul connects me to the spirit world, and that is how I feel and can commune with it. I don't know if you can, but I can try to show you, and maybe we can make some friends.
This spirit world seems like something that's very crucial to the process, and I would like to be able to explore that more.
We could try. I could take you to the spirit lands and show you things there too.
Albus gets a little bit of a shiver because the last time he was there, it was not fun.
Don't worry, don't worry. It's a good place. It's safe. It's safe in my spirit lands, but I'll show you that. I'm gonna go look for Steve, by the way.
Okay.
Wolf reminded me of something while we were coming back.
By this
that
time,
was-
we've already dismembered the boars and we've cut up the meat and everything like that. So the meat is ready.
Yeah.
And we're gonna. So I'm assuming we have a pretty sizable campfire. So I'm just gonna start hanging the meat over the fire.
Sharp's
start
been
cooking
building it this whole time.
Yeah.
Yes,
that's
ma'am.
He's got like
Fire
3
tending
fires going.
master.
You can
There's-
see it from space. Yeah.
The food that she can't eat, but she is so ready for you guys. to enjoy.
Yeah.
And
The only way I
the
can-
berries I've crushed and made into somewhat of a paste, a jam, and I'm mixing that with the honey to make a bit of a fruity kind of glaze
Okay.
with some added seasonings and spices and stuff like that. And I'm kind of marinating the meat as it's being cooked over the fire.
Wolf is a bit curious about all the ingredients, especially like the honey that you're using. He wants to know where you got that from.
The honey I found in a hive that was hanging from a tree. You have to be kind of careful gathering honey because the inhabitants of the hive, the bees, are not too kind of people taking their work. But I only take enough to satisfy. I don't take the entire hive.
And he's they make this for themselves to eat, and you steal it from them.
Ah, yup.
Stealing.
Stealing is. You know what? I'm not even going to dance around that. We are stealing it, but I'm only taking enough to satisfy what we need. I'm not taking the entire hive to ruin their colony.
Yeah, you hear that, Kestrel?
Yeah. Okay. Before
see.
you guys continue, I'm just gonna be like, okay, so I'm gonna go check on him now. Wolf, you're gonna stay here, right? And you're not going anywhere.
And he puts a hand. It's maybe a bloody hand at this point.
Yeah, I don't care.
On your shoulder, and he
You
just
wipes
says,
your cheek.
and he just says, "I'm not going anywhere, little bird."
Hey, okay, I'll be back soon. Okay, bye.
I'm gonna give Wolf something to do just to make sure that Kestrel sees that he's staying here and he's mixing the berries and stuff.
Okay, cool. He's mixing berries. I'm watching.
Uh-huh.
Steve.
I'm keeping him preoccupied for you.
Well, he runs for it now.
Finally, my
Into the
chance.
woods.
Oh my god.
Well, it shouldn't take too long for you to find us. We must be on our way back by
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easily.
Are you back, or are you on your way back?
Honestly, so what were you guys doing after you'd gotten back? Because they were probably off hunting for stuff. And then you guys probably got back before them.
Yeah, we're probably just chilling at the camp now. Yeah, doing.
Okay.
Okay.
Kestrel
these-
goes to find Steve, and she turns around, and Steve's just sitting there.
Yeah, like maybe on the other side of camp, like maybe
Like,
working on
yeah.
the shelter or, whatever in a different area of the camp. But we're not far.
They've all grabbed sticks and they're helping Sharp with the fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna go 2 steps apparently and be like, what are you doing? What are you doing right now?
I would say I'm probably sharpening the sword. Although it's seeming like I don't need to because it seems like somehow really sharp on its own, and maybe even getting like sharper, not based on what I'm doing.
I will say it is maybe a frustrating experience because every time you go to run like the whetstone over it, it looks razor sharp. In fact, I would even say that, like, depending on the angle, you might even end up cutting a part of the whetstone. But then there are times that you look at it and you're like, man, is it that sharp? And as you look at it, it looks duller than it should be. Every time that you think it should be dull, it is dull. And every time you try to make it sharp, it is razor sharp.
Yep.
So
That
yeah.
sounds
Mhm.
exactly. Yeah.
Cool, yeah. So I'm gonna be like, hey, Steve, and I just stop mid-sentence and I look down at the sword and I kind of do a double take and I'm like, what happened? I thought... So he didn't break it. Is it okay? What's going on?
Oh yeah, he did. He did break it. And maybe if he had listened to you, no, it's fine. Yeah, he broke it, but the black goo, it was able to put it back together, and now it's here. So it's fine. It's all fine. Everything is fine.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah, you're saying it like it's not fine, but
Yeah, well, I bet you're happy. Brother's back, and
yeah, I'm sorry. I was just very I haven't seen him.
yeah, no, I mean it.
So
What a good. I mean, this is what you wanted. It's. I'm so happy for you. Really.
It is. And I'm very happy. And I look back and I just make sure he's still there. And I'm like,
He's still
yeah. and he's here and he's staying and he's gonna help us with the champion and Casimir. So
Oh, good. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
it is.
Good.
It is good to have such a powerful warrior with us. You know, he broke your sword. It's very
Yeah, I
very
mean,
strong.
we still beat him, but we'll take the help. Yes, for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, that's great. I am happy that you're happy. So that's great.
Okay.
I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah. We're all happy that you're happy, Kestrel.
I don't seem very happy, and I look over at Roz, and I'm like, "You gonna be okay with him coming with us?"
As long as he listens, sure.
Listens about like what in specific?
Oh, I don't know. I thought I made my thoughts pretty clear up front, didn't I? I don't know what you two said to each other before you ended up going into this all-out scrap of a fight, but I don't think that was the right approach.
He you have to understand, Rosalind. I was a kid when last I saw him, and I don't think I grew up in his mind, and he thought maybe it just better to force me to come back home for my own good, and I can't fault him for for loving me enough to cross the wall and journey all the way here, something no one from our grove has ever done before, and want to take me home. I cannot be angry at him for feeling that way, for doing that.
I don't think there's
I hope
anything
you can
wrong.
understand.
I don't think there's anything wrong with him wanting to protect you. But what I saw in his eyes in the middle of that fight was not protection. Even if just for a moment he lost himself in that fight.
Maybe he did, but I was attacking him too, you know, and so it's fair that way, right?
Sure.
You don't agree. That's okay.
Kestrel, I thank you for coming to check on me, though. I appreciate it. And yeah, I'm happy to report that sword is good. And so, you know, I can still help. So we're...
But are you good? Or...
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Just kind of figuring things out. It's been a lot. And, we talked about it earlier, and just trying to process everything. Do you understand?
Yeah. Kind of. I've been processing a lot for a long time, so it kind of gets normal after a while.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I thought I had lost the sword, and now it's here but different. So just trying to come to terms with what that means and where to go from here.
Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
You hold the sword a lot, and you talk about how important it is to who you were, but I don't really see you use it a whole lot in, like, the fights and stuff.
Shit.
So, I'm just... What about using it was so important that you've been attached to? Just sorry. I don't mean to be mean.
No, there's two parts to it. That's a good question and a good observation. The first part, to answer the first part of your question, is I was kind of a nobody before I got this sword, and this sword was I inherited great power, and it changed the course of my destiny forever. So without that, I don't think I'm worth a whole lot more than someone who's kind of good in a low stakes scrap. And that sword changed all of that and really allowed me to pursue what was important to me and be the hero and support those around me like I needed to. Yeah, I ended up not being maybe the hero that I wanted or thought I could be, but it still was my conduit for something greater than I could have achieved on my own. Why you see me not use it a lot is because I've lost a lot of that connection. So my expertise with the sword, it was my means to use magic, and can't do that here. Can't do it at all. So it allows me to defend and counterattack, but I just can't use it in the same way. So my approach to the sword has changed, if that makes sense.
Okay.
But you don't have to worry. I'm still, I can still teach you everything you need to know about effective use of the sword.
I'm not really worried about that. I'm sure you could teach me with a stick if you wanted to. Okay. I won't push you on it anymore, but...
No, I mean, Phil...
We talked the other night when you were teaching me, and it seemed very important to you. And so I just...
No, I mean...
We're gone a while, so...
Everything that makes me special is kind of because of the sword and the connection that I used to share with the previous wielders. So, So it's important to me.
Can I tell you something? I've known you all time. The sword hasn't worked, and I gotta say, I don't think of you as any less important because you don't have it. I think you've been very valuable to our group here without the sword's special powers or whatever. You do a great job keeping us all safe and keeping us all together and keeping us on track, and I have never thought of the sword as something that defines you. I think of you who defines you. Just wanted to say that.
I appreciate it. I think if you knew what I was before, you might feel differently, but I still appreciate the words nonetheless.
Sure. Well, I like the Steve you are now. So
I will endeavor to continue being that Steve then.
yeah. Oh, very wise elder. Yes.
Yeah, so old.
It is a title of honor. I promise you this. Wolf feels sorry that he has disrespected you as somebody of importance.
Oh, does he feel sorry?
He said he should apologize.
The energy kind of go. I don't know if you notice necessarily, but there's a little emanation of something from the sword just for a moment, and then I say, sorry, it's great that he apologized, and I am so happy that he did.
I'm sure he'll apologize to you.
Oh boy, can't wait.
Time comes. It is the only appropriate way of treating another seasoned warrior is to speak to them directly. So I'm sure he would treat you with that respect.
Okay, well, I guess we'll see what happens when he does. And I slam the sword into the sheath.
Okay. Well, we're having brunch, everybody. So, I'm really excited to do one without a lot of killings. So let's do
Yeah,
that.
you say the word brunch and Roz recoils ever so slightly.
Yeah, here's hoping.
Yeah.
How's brunch coming anyway?
Good. We're making food.
Sounded
We got
menacing.
eggs going.
Oh,
Some
We got
eggs. That's
eggs. We
good.
got meats. I think that's all we gathered, right?
And the berries
Yes.
and stuff, right?
And that got
right.
mixed in to
Part of
make
the
the glaze.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the glaze. I mean, I'm sure you have some other basic ingredients and other stuff. But yeah, to be clear, as soon as you start using the fire to cook eggs or whatever, this is where Wolf is like, what is it like? This is interesting. At first, he's a
destroying it.
little, yeah. That is genuinely what he thinks at first. At first, he's like, "What? Why would you do this? You burn it away." And then you're like, no, it's okay.
No,
It's gonna be good.
No.
Yeah.
Fuck down.
Good
No,
observation.
no
Roz
way.
is staring in horror at the eggs on the campfire, like, you mean
Oh, damn it.
killed? You eat unborn young?
They are a necessity to the brunch.
Yeah, we eat unborn young that we stole.
I'm horrified.
They weren't gonna amount to
frankly.
anything anyways.
I'm horrified.
I'm gonna kind of move in the way of I suppose I'm cooking these on top of my sword. I'm gonna move
Sure.
in the way so that Kestrel doesn't see the eggs cooking.
Okay.
And as soon as they start to cook and the smell changes, Wolf is like, He seems a little bit more interested in this idea.
The heat changes the structure to make them taste better. It changes the flavor.
And he goes, well, where Kestrel and I come from, the fire that we feel is, well, when it comes from the sky, it is only there to destroy. I'm familiar with the smell, but this, you are doing something else here. It seems your intent is not to destroy it. It is different.
Fire can destroy, but it can also create. It can also make things change in a better way than just loss.
He just watches. He's watching you do this. It's very interesting, especially when they start like changing shape and like getting hard and everything. He's like, he's enthralled by this process that you're doing. He's never just sat above a fire and been like, let's see what happens.
Let's see what's gonna go on. I'm gonna flip the eggs on top so you can see the cook side underneath.
Okay. Do you do like a little like flip, like a little?
Yeah, we'll put a little finesse in there.
Okay. He's impressed by your finesse. There's a little ho, a
little what Benihana. He'll start flicking stuff into his mouth.
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
it's more of a sex scene, like.
Oh my god! Stop trying to fuck my brother.
I'm literally not doing anything. I'm literally just cooking food.
You're feeding him. It's so romantic.
Yeah, I'm doing it with my paw, and I'm slowly.
Oh yeah, just
putting it in his mouth. Yeah.
By this point, I'm gonna assume the meat is probably done, so we're gonna take that off of the hooks.
Okay.
Set that aside. Are Steve and everybody else kind of coming back now?
Yeah, we're back.
Doing this. Okay. Oh, you guys are back just in time for brunch.
Oh, those are words I like to hear, Albus. I not maybe the brunch part as much, but being here for food is always great.
Food. We've got meat and we've got some eggs, and I probably have some kind of liquid. Like I don't know. Is wine too early to be drinking in brunch time?
It is 9:30 a.m.
It's never too early to drink wine.
You can't drink anything.
I mean,
I can't drink anything.
I can drink it for her.
Yeah, enjoy it for me,
Do we have
Kestrel.
champagne? Do we have orange juice for the brunch? Because then it's okay.
Orange juice. Do we have oranges?
Mimosas are fine.
Dirt water.
Bird water?
Wait, what?
We're dirt water. Yeah. Steve likes the dirt water. It's supposed to make you go ooh jittery.
Oh, coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, coffee.
Yeah,
Yes.
the dirt
We have
water.
coffee. We definitely have coffee.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Bean water.
Yeah,
Well, I
we
believe
have
it was
dirty
7
bean
out of
water.
it was 7 out of 10 coffee last time.
Yeah. I mean, a 7 out of 10. For dirt water.
Am I brewing more coffee? I can try.
Yeah, sure. I'll give you the ingredients for making the coffee out of my satchel or whatever I have on me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
I come over to Wolf. Sorry. Continue.
No, go for it. What are you gonna do with?
It's
with
like,
Wolf?
okay, so Wolf, this is a funny new thing they were teaching me about. It's Steve Elder, so very important. We listen to him. He showed me this thing called coffee. He says it's made from beans. I don't know what beans is, but it tastes like dirt, so it's dirt water. But it makes you energized, gives you lots of energy. It's cool. We were gonna try.
Energy
it.
is good. Yes, I will try this dirt water.
Yes, that's
There's
right,
lots
dirt-
of there's lots of this dirt here, and he kind of actually up out of the ground.
Yeah.
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 and,
Could you
Yeah.
use this?
Yeah, I mean, I can make some. I don't know. You probably won't be able to. It kind of requires a refined palate, a little more maturity to really enjoy. But you can try some.
and it will give energy. I will try. I will try for. Yes.
Great.
Steve,
I kind of elbow.
be kind.
I am being kind. I'm just being real, right?
He's making him prepared.
Yeah.
Make the coffee.
You already saw how Kestrel reacted.
Yeah. I'm elbowing Wolf, by the way, and just kind of looking at Steve a little bit, just like.
He's kind of giving you a look like he doesn't really want to do it right now.
Oh, okay.
He's kind of. But if you keep elbowing him, do you keep elbowing him?
I give him a little.
And he Elder Steve,
elders, we don't need that part.
And then Elvis turns to Elder Steve.
Elder Steve.
I have I hear that you have taught Kestrel to wield these weapons, your swords, and I fear I have ruined this by breaking your weapon. We had a good fight. You fought well, and I did not mean. I regret if I have broken something that cannot be fixed.
Yeah, well, maybe if you had listened to Kestrel instead of being a bastard, we could have avoided all of this. And some energy goes out of the sword, and he pauses and kind of rubs his eye and forehead, and just says, "I apologize. Thank you for your apology. But you know what? No harm done." And I take the sword out and show him, and it's all in one piece. And I say, "See, it's all good. It's repaired. No harm done. No harm, no foul. We're good."
He does look at it, and he does say, "That is strange. What have you... I do not wish to question your ways, but what have you fixed it with? How have you done this?"
Yeah, just, science and a little bit of elbow grease kind of took care of the whole thing.
I see. He doesn't say much more than that.
Anyways, yeah, coffee. Coffee?
Coffee.
Coffee?
Your water.
Yes,
Okay.
coffee, yes.
Who's taking
I'll take
coffee?
one, Elder
How many
Steve.
coffees?
It's
3.
yeah.
4.
I'll take
I have
one.
for fun.
5. 6. Okay, I'm gonna do 6 coffees.
Pass one over to me, Elder Steve.
I will already start doctoring Kestrel's with a little bit of cream and some honey.
Yay.
Yeah.
I like the way that tastes. Beekery juice from the honey.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you doctor up wolves at all, or
Probably
No.
like spits in it.
He puts grounds inside of the coffee.
Here's some real Lebanese coffee for you.
No,
Dirt in the...
yeah, no, I don't. I maybe pour his last, so it's like the strongest. So, yeah, and then I hand it to him.
It's a shame the sword is fixed. You could have put a shard of the Dawn Feather in it too.
Yeah, maybe he can fucking choke on it.
Choke
no, I'm
on
just kidding. Just kidding. Cool.
okay?
So, does he
Everybody
like
has
the
their
coffee?
He tries it at first, and there is definitely that reaction of like, "Oh, it is strong. I see. It wakes you up a little bit." He sips a little bit more, and like there's a little still bit of that kick, a little bit of that bitterness, and he's like, "I do not dislike this. It is good. It really wakes you up. Yes,
Oh.
yes."
Yeah.
And he drinks a little bit more of it.
I kind of lean over and look in his cup, and I'm like, "Oh, yours is darker than mine. You should try mine."
He does. He tries some of yours, and he goes, smells like the honey that was stolen from the animals." The bees."
Oh, we stole things?
I hear it is okay if you only take what you need. From
Oh no.
Okay, so I'll only steal what I need. Okay.
Yeah, no, Kestrel, we'll talk later. Don't.
We're gonna have to explain
That's a
this a little
different-
bit more to you.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Mismessaging.
Yeah, exactly. Sounds like 5 necklaces. Like, is this enough?
It's all I only took what I needed.
I am sorry. Maybe I do not understand this stealing. I think I like this one better. And he goes back to drinking his bitter one.
Okay.
Oh,
Steve and him can
Sabotage
bond
fail.
over
Fuck
that.
yeah.
And is he
Like
sipping?
black
He's
coffee.
sipping, right?
He is sipping.
Okay. Steve's gonna take
He's
like a
sipping.
big old gulp of his just to.
fucking pissing contest.
Is he gonna look him straight in the eye?
Yeah, I don't know about that. Seems maybe a
He's
little
just like-
aggressive.
Going sideways.
Like call him a bitch afterward.
Right.
Bitch.
Just imagine the combination of all these things like propelling him back into his second form.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
too strong coffee, eye contact, kestrel elbows. He's just like, "Rah!"
But the coffee is served, and I assume shortly after there is some eggs and
Oh, food's ready. Yep.
Yeah.
Meat's chopped up. Eggs are prepared. There are plates laid out.
ooh, and
Everything's
plates.
ready for everyone to come
You
and
have to
grab.
explain plates to Wolf.
I
Dear
told
God.
him about plates. Remember, I told him about plates earlier. They're
Okay,
like
you-
rocks shaped
you have-
for serving.
You have to demonstrate that you put them on there first.
Oh.
And he seems a little like, I could just hold it though. It's okay.
Exactly. And put it straight in
But
my
you can
mouth.
hold more in a plate. You can
Uh,
collect more.
And he kind of he's like, okay, if you say, I do see how some of these would be hard to hold, as there's like eggs just sitting on this.
Are there eggs on my plate?
No,
Oh, okay, good.
absolutely not. You've got extra piles of meat.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I do like that.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
No eggs though.
Okay.
You guys eat the food,
Great.
Mm-hmm.
and it is good. It's good food.
Very good.
And as we are probably winding down for this, I'm just gonna bring up one question that we can think about as we're going into our intermission. And I just kind of be like, "Hey, Kestrel,
Yeah.
maybe with Wolf here, now's the time. Would you mind telling us about your time in the prison?"
And yeah, there you go. We can end it at that.
And then we can. That is a heavy topic. Let's just ruin brunch again.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why do you want every brunch to be
No.
awful? But here we
Brunch
go.
must be awful.
We have one normal brunch.
No brunches. No normal brunches.
But with that, yeah, we'll go on intermission, and we'll pick right back up with Kestrel's answer when we get back.
Fuck.
Yay.
Wait.
Awesome.